Live from Hollywood, we present to you the Late Late Night Show featuring Altira. Today, we have lineup actors from the A-Team movie. And now, look at this. Here is Sweta Altira.
Welcome. I wish every single one of you who have attended our talk show today where we will be talking about the movie A-Team. So without further ado, let's introduce none other than our beautiful Tiffany to give a rough introduction about this movie.
So the A-Team movie is an American action comedy and thriller movie directed by Joe Carnahan. This film is about a group of skilled army rangers that have completed 80 missions in a row. His films makes intensive use of concepts related to group and teams in the workplace, such as leadership trait theory, which is all about discovering different personalities, traits, and qualities that are associated with successful leadership in a variety of situations. The traits most commonly associated with a great leadership are creativity and decisiveness.
Thank you for the very precise and clear introduction, Miss Tiffany. Now, I would love to know about the leadership theory that you all have illustrated in this movie by the leadership theory team.
Good day, everyone. Leadership theories say that a person's capability of being a leader is directly tied to his or her personality. So basically, this movie is to show about how leadership works with many people involved in a situation. The concept of leadership that shown in the movie is how a leader must be assured of his or her own decision. If the leader hesitates or unsure, the rest of the team will be.
Hello everybody. Therefore, there are many different versions of the list of key leadership traits. According to Kirkpatrick and Locke, there are 6 key traits for a leader. It's a drive, leadership, motivations, honesty, self-confidence, cognitive ability, and knowledge of their business. First of all is the drive trait. Second is the leadership motivation trait. This trait refers to the desire to lead others. The third is honesty, which is about presenting an honest picture of the leader. The fourth is self-confidence, which is associated with emotional stability. Lastly, knowledge of the business, which is thought to be essential for credibility. Thank you.
And if you want to talk about the scenes that we showed the traits of leadership in this movie, is when Hannibal Smith proves his cognitive ability. He created a high-risk, high-reward plan and divided the duties among his teammates. Another key trait of leadership that Hannibal Smith has is self-confidence. Hannibal Smith always uses unorthodox tactics but has never shown an ounce of doubt in the plan.
Great explanation, leadership team. Now, I would love to know about the Tuckman's model.
As for the Tuxman model, it is all about how the A-teams form and making sure in the end the team works toward the goal. It is said that the new team takes time to reach its full potential. Moreover, as they progress from stranger to co-workers, team members go through stages. These stages are described by Bruce Tuxman forming, storming, norming, and performing model. A team without a clear direction or goal will flounder in its progression.
Like what has been explained by Jay, the very first stage in Tuxman's model is called the forming stage. At this stage, individuals will be unclear about the team's objective. The second stage is called the storming stage. Storming is the most difficult and dangerous stage to get through. The third stage is norming stage. Conflict is settled and some degree of unity arises if teams make it through the storming stage.
The scenes in these movies that is related to the stages is the first scene where me as Hannibal found B.A. Baracus by hijacking B.A.'s car. Then when I found out B.A. is a fellow army ranger, I then made B.A. join my team. This first scene shows the first stage, which is the forming stage in a Tuckman's model. I gave every teammate a piece of paper that includes their tasks, personalized roles, and what they need to do. This shows that I, as Hannibal, carries the team as a leader.
Wow, very detailed explanation. What about the self-managed teams in this movie?
Self-managed teams, or SMTs, are a type of process team that is frequently used in organizations. Self-managed teams are comprised of employees who exercise complete managerial authority over their own works. Significant improvements in product quality and employee satisfaction were achieved as a result.
Based on Howell 2001, self-managed teams have several advantages. Firstly, cost savings. Next, team members have the freedom to evaluate and improve their work practices. Third, effective decision making. Self-managed team can improve their decision-making abilities. Self-managed team can alleviate the burden on the leader, allowing him or her to focus on other activities. The team is mutually supportive, and members learn from one another rather than seeking counsel for the team leader.
So based on the A-Team movie, the theory of self-management can be seen in minutes 37:43, where Hannibal describes a plan that they will carry out for one purpose, which is to get a play. Faith and Bosco act as planned without having to wait or receive instructions to act from Hannibal. So in the plan or strategy, Faith is told by Hannibal that in his part on his job, he only needs precision in his actions, so Faith that recalls that they attempted to find a suitable time on his own without the assistance of Hannibal, for him to place a magnet and mount it on the bottom of the targeted truck.
Really interesting and exciting to know about all these fun concepts in this movie. What about the concept of the task force groups?
Formation of a task force allowed officers and equipment that belonged formerly from a different group to come together for a single specific reason without reassigning responsibility for those assets or requiring the reorganization or repurposing of the fleet.
Task force group is a small group, usually 4 to 12 people, that brings together a specific set of skills to accomplish a short-term task. It may be called a project team or a working group, but by whatever name, a task force exists for a specific time-limited purpose, usually lasting a few months to a year. Often, its members come from different parts of an organization. Individuals are selected for their expertise, their history in the organization, and their interest in the project.
Seen in the scene of the minute 24:36 seconds. It's years later in Iraq. Hannibal's commanding officer, General Morrison, consents to the operation, but Faith's former girlfriend, Defense Criminal Investigative Service Captain Carissa Sosa, tries to discourage the team against getting the plates. The mission is successful.
Last but not least, it would only be complete if you can have a summarization about all the concepts in this movie.
To sum up this movie, there are 3 concepts listed above that are closely related to the movie The A-Team. These concepts are trait theory of leadership, Tuxman's model, and the last concept is self-managing team. Some group members may take advantage possessed by the other group. This will be a big problem because the team members who are trying their best feel that the other team members are just riding and not doing their work on their part. This will create an atmosphere of hatred towards unproductive group members. Each member of their group must play their respective roles so that there are no problems in the future. Good communication in a group can avoid misunderstanding with each other. This will indirectly create a good relationship and be able to work together in achieving the desired objectives.
Thank you so much for such a fruitful conversation. I had a great time discovering new information about the concepts in the movie A-Team. Thank you, and see you next time again in my talk show about movie concepts. Signing off, it's Sweta Atira, your favorite talk show host, until we meet again.